Ferns between 2004 and 2011. Debut at Heartland level, King Country's 37-29 win over Thames Valley at Te Aroha. Kick off by Kelvin Smith and Buller with the first possession. That's Robbie Bonisch, the big lock forward. Did well there, took the ball cleanly. James Lash, the left footer, who was kicking well in the warm-ups before the game started. Goal kicking was on song. Tom Yosefo, nice pass away. Poverty Bay start with a running chance. Got some pace out wide. Corey Love of High School Old Boys on that left wing. Mario Council starting halfback. Nice pick up there by Tamanui Hill in his 30th game for the Bay. Nice pick up there by the skipper. Poverty Bay away to the left-hand side. Here's Toru Noa of Poverty Bay. His first touch in general play. Poverty Bay's Mario Council, now McDowell, up to the tight head prop forward, Andrew Petelo, former Mako. Poverty Bay numbers are both left and right. That's McDonald, scored a great try here, Callum McDonald against Thames Valley. The Valley stealing victory. Poverty Bay now still in possession. Tauatevalu on the left. Here's Jesse Fleming. Toru Noa. Good strong run there from Toru Noa. Good surge. Mario Council. Here's McDowell. Good play by McDowell. Poverty Bay's Cook and McDowell. Two big guys. Poverty Bay's Mario Council up there to Fawn White. He's been very strong this season, the young blindside flanker. Poverty Bay are still making ground forward. Excellent refereeing by Rebecca Marnie. Gave them an opportunity, but they could not get the ball back, Poverty Bay. The whistle here now from referee Marnie, injury. Win. Andrew Stevens, 117th cap today. Mario Council is on the job against Andrew Stevens. Stevens, where is Lash? Lash has the ball now. It's a high kick, Andrew Tauatevalu in great position. Good positional play there from Tauatevalu. And slips a tackle, beat on that occasion Michael Wells. Poverty Bay with big numbers out to the left. Jesse Carpeny, excellent play by Carpeny. Played 10. Okay, facing backward was Tamanui Hill. Second time he's received a low pass, Mario Council. Kick ahead by Yosefo. Nice kick by Yosefo. The chase is on for Poverty Bay, and they came very close to scoring. Jesse Fleming in support. Referee Marnie there, with a penalty for the knockdown. This lady, Rebecca Marnie, is a fine referee. She's proven it in her previous 2 Heartland outings. She certainly has the respect of the players. She's won 2 World Cups. Oliver Holst, assistant referee number 2 on that side. Both he and assistant referee number 1, Royce Maynard, are Poverty Bay officials. Tamanui Hill, a Poverty Bay throw. McDowell and Cook are the 2 locks. It's McDowell. Great win by McDowell. Excellent win at the line out there by McDowell. Poverty Bay with the ball from the line out. Poverty Bay need to win. Ball at set piece. They need to win their own ball off their own throw. They win the line out through McDowell. Poverty Bay to the right-hand side. No score in game 8 of the 2018 season. Tamanui Hill releases the ball. The captain has done well to pick up a couple of low passes to date. This is Toru Noa trying to drive forward, going left-hand side. Jesse Carpeny with a hand on the ball. Picks the ball up there, Jesse Carpeny. Ruling there as a knock-on by referee Marnie. And what a neat thing it is to have, I know this sounds very patronising, but to have a lady referee a Heartland game, I think, is a great thing, because these refereeing appointments are made on merit. And that's the wonderful thing. Gotten here the hard way, no doubt had to impress, and has done it. Is here by right, like any of us. We're all here by right. We've all earned our place in the sun. Mario Council. Poverty Bay Buller. Poverty Bay with the edge against Buller in their rivalry, head to head. Andrew Stevens, Lash over there on his right-hand side. Goes left side for a runner. Powerful surge by Fairlie. That's Lash there with a funny kick. That's very unlike James Lash. Referee Marnie there with a penalty in favour of Buller. They've had the better of the whistle in the first few minutes. Tamanui Hill just having a word to referee Marnie. This is Lash. Lash has played very well here at Rugby Park over the years. I might have a different player, but I seem to remember Lash scoring at least a double here one year, maybe even three, perhaps crazily four. Okay, Stevens over to Lash. Running hard, here's Fairlie, the second five. Powerful man, runs well, doesn't he? He's impressive with the ball in hand. Nice tackle there by Jesse Fleming, and off their feet I thought were Buller there for a moment. Logan Mundy! Logan Mundy has the ball, big munter Logan Mundy. Logan Mundy there. Well, he's playing his 115th game. Logan Mundy. One of the great characters here in the Heartland Championship. James Lash around the corner. Goes high, unusual kick. What a crazy kick. Through the hands there of Josefo. Now Tauatevalu, if he gets going down the sideline, he stepped on the sideline. Well, I'm pretty sure he stepped on the sideline, but play continues. Buller versus Poverty Bay, game 28 this is. Toru Nono picks the ball up here in game 28. Poverty Bay, Buller, no draws. Poverty Bay 17 wins, Buller 10. Jacob Cook for the first time. Strong carry into Caleb Aperahama. Josefo, now to McDowell, Cook's locking partner. Good play. Mario Council, another good pass. Great pass. Here's Kelvin Smith, the light-footed Smith. Poverty Bay's Council to the line, now past Mundy. There, tapped him. Love tap. Here's Tamanui Hill towards the 22-metre line. Poverty Bay get a penalty there first from referee Marnie. Poverty Bay to tap and go. Kelvin Smith, number 12. Poverty Bay will take a shot here. First shot at goal today. Poverty Bay in home games this season have started well. I mean, they started off like a house on fire against Thames Valley. The game's yet young. Poverty Bay with a brilliant start to the season here against Wairarapa Bush when the world was yet young. Kelvin Smith, no score. Oh, the thrill of it, the thrill of rugby. Rugby here for the last time this season. Kelvin Smith for the first points in the game. The first jab to be thrown by Kelvin Smith. First kick at goal. It's a good looking kick. Okay, well he's missed it. I thought the kick looked okay. No score. Poverty Bay. Lash to restart from the 22-metre line. Poverty Bay Buller, I've got this funny feeling that this game could be close as well. Lash there with a short restart. It's actually a very good kick by Lash. Poverty Bay have the ball. Poverty Bay off the sideline. Mario Council. Tamanui Hill, short ball, Jess Carpentry. Action man. That's what he is, the hardest of the hard. Poverty Bay now are penalised here by referee Marnie. Callum McDonald, a look of disgust on his face. Relinquishes the ball. Still no score. It seemed to be a fairly straightforward kick. Kelvin Smith is a very good kicker, but it's a fitful gust of wind that blows up here at the park. Poverty Bay with 17 wins, Buller with 10. Since 1967, game 1, Poverty Bay won here. Ellis with a throw, Stevens to clear, Lash. Here's Yosef. They get a penalty here, Buller. That was a Fessor. Buller now with the penalty. Little stop-start the game at the moment. Still no score. Lash there does not seem to have found touch. He hasn't found touch. Poverty Bay have the ball. That's Corey Love, did well there. High school old boys Corey Love. Poverty Bay now find themselves under pressure. They have the ball. Trying to come back out of trouble, Poverty Bay. Good play there by the blindside flanker, Fawn White. Excellent play by Fawn White. He's had a good season, I think. Excellent tackle there by Ko Parata for Buller. Another player that we've heard a great deal about. Good tackler, so we've heard. Tamanui Hill. Buller halting Poverty Bay's progress on the 22. And now they receive a penalty here from referee Marnie. Tamanui Hill looks dumbfounded. It's a strange mix of dumbfoundedness and exasperation. Still no score. Tamanui Hill with referee Marnie pointing an accusing finger. Tamanui Hill. James Lash, business-like player. No score. What a beautiful day here at the park now. It's a little brisk, but perfect conditions for the national game. A day of destiny. Poverty Bay don't just need to win this game with advantages, really. To go further, they need other people to win and other people to lose. James Lash. This guy is a very solid all-round player, James Lash. Lash there with a kick. And Lash too was missed, I can't believe it. So Kelvin Smith missed the kick earlier, now Lash. What's going on? Something's wrong. Lash there missed. I've never known Lash to miss a kick from that position. At the moment, no score. Poverty Bay versus Buller here at the park. Last game of the season. Perhaps for both teams. Kelvin Smith, long drive over the halfway line. That's an excellent catch there by Michael Wells. Wells to ground. Buller want the ball. Buller now receive a penalty here from referee Marnie. Tamanui Hill. Another penalty. And Poverty Bay at the moment are finding it hard going. No score in the game. Andrew, that's a Lash, sorry. As I said, if the crowd seems sparse today, the big day out at the showgrounds, of course. Anthony Ellis to make the throw. 4 is Robbie Bonisch. 4 Bonisch, 5 Aperahama. Good at the line out, Buller. Now with their drive on, Buller getting their drive on. Poverty Bay, good defensive play here by the Bay. Okay, Andrew Stevens in his 117th game has a dart to the right-hand side, to the open side. Buller are coming towards the goal line. They're a metre out. Buller are a metre out. Penalty now, Buller. Well, that was Anthony Ellis. There at the 5-metre mark, Buller received the penalty. Offside is the call there from referee Marnie. Andrew Stevens. They opt for the set scrummage. Logan Mundy there, big guy, the loose head prop. Jack Best, the tight head. So it'll be Jack Best up against Toru Noa. Andrew Petelo will lock horns with Mundy. Buller with a scrum feed. Buller began 2018 with a 6-point loss to North Otago to Amaru. Fateful day, that 25th of August. Poverty Bay, of course, beat Wairarapa Bush here on that day, 27-22. Since then, it's been relatively lean pickings. Andrew Stevens, Jeff Lepper is the number 8 for Buller. Powerful guys, tatted up, all painted. Lepper, Stevens reaches in for the ball, he has it. He picked the ball up. Okay, now it's a seemingly lost forward by Sam Godwin. Here is Ravudra. Poverty Bay want the ball. That's Jesse Fleming being held off the ball. Penalty now, Buller. At the moment, Poverty Bay is on the wrong end of the penalty count. There's a new sheriff in town. Rebecca Marnie. Penalty, Buller. Anthony Ellis, the hooker. Logan Mundy, the big number 1 for Buller. Great servant of the union, great scrummager, very tall man for a prop. Look at the size of Mundy there next to Mario Council. He's a whopper. Mundy number 1. Behind him, Sam Godwin. Behind him, Jeff Lepper. The powerhouse. Saw him give Robbie Bonisch a pat on the butt. He's ready to go. No score. Both kickers to date unsuccessful. One shot at goal apiece. Both shot blanks. Both Kelvin Smith and James Lash. Andrew Stevens. Scrum feed, Lepper. Watch the big number 8, Lepper. Stevens over the left-hand side. And in the corner, was that Eliesa Ravudra? Was it Ravudra? Try awarded. Okay, Ravudra in the corner. Try number 1 for Buller. Eliesa Ravudra. And here on the wet and forget replay, the master halfback, Andrew Stevens. Eliesa Ravudra cutting from right to left. Got it down in the corner, ran that tough angle and scored. Buller 5-0. The face of rugby, the fans here in the John Hakel stand. Mum and Dad and all the kids. At the moment, 5-0. So Ravudra, the try. Came on a tough angle, came hard. Now James Lash. Score 5-0. Buller leads here at the park, week 8. The mighty Heartland Championship. James Lash got a start on the left. Lash, look at the kick there. It went right, then tried to come back left. So it's still 5-0 at the moment. Buller with the first shot. First try. Eliesa Ravudra with the first try today. Left wing 3/4 did well. Ran powerfully. Okay, Kelvin Smith with an artful restart over the head of Bonisch. Coming hard there and big shoulder. Poverty Bay with strong defence. Fawn White there with a very good tackle. Great tackle there by Fawn White. Buller now with the ball in hand. I wonder if that was the Godwin, was it, that was hitting that heavy tackle. Now Faisal, who looks threatening. Stevens. Goes our left side. Here's the big hooker Ellis. He's lost the ball forward. Now McDonald, who could do anything. McDonald, unknown quantity. Pass there by Mario Council, good vision. Poverty Bay's Corey Love to ground. Council finding McDonald. McDonald trying to get away there from Ellis, who latches onto him and wouldn't let go. Tamanui Hill holds the ball, decides better of giving a pass to Andrew Petelo, player in a worse position than himself. Okay, Toru Nono, good play. Toru Nono, did it bounce off Tom Yosefo? It did bounce off Tom Yosefo and went forward. Now James Lash with an eye for the main chance. James Lash is a dangerous player. James Lash looks for space, finds space, and has done that to great effect here over the years. It's a player who's played very well for Buller here. Tamanui Hill will make the throw. Tamanui Hill from the 10-metre mark in Buller territory. McDowell wins the line out. Now Mario Council. Mario Yosefo, who can run. Pass on the inside there. Look to be Jesse Fleming. Poverty Bay getting passes away through Carpeney now. Poverty Bay trail by 5 points. Their big forwards get over the 10-metre mark on the left side of the ground. Poverty Bay back to the right here. Poverty Bay, is that Jesse Carpenter doing well here? Great run by him. Powerful runner. Poverty Bay on the front foot with momentum established. And then Buller are penalised here by referee Marnie. Poverty Bay Medical Officer Patrick McHugh onto the field for a moment. Buller lead by 5 points. 5-0. Poverty Bay versus Buller. Tamanui Hill to make the throw now. Okay, the ball loosely to the back of the line out, Petelo. Buller are now under pressure here, Buller, trying to fight their way out of it. And they can. Good play by Jack Best. Excellent play by Best for Buller. Tamanui Hill with an excellent charge there. Great pressure by Poverty Bay's captain.
Pull the power away from the range people.
Oh, shit. Buller's Andrew Stevens. Buller have the 5-point lead. Okay, this is a Ravudra, try scorer and touch. Excellent defence there, Mario Council and company. Oh, come on, man. Okay, Buller under pressure. Tell us when you're ready. Okay, Buller, where the conditions are turning a little sour, that's Lash kicking for touch and finding touch with a gain in ground up beyond the 22. Tamanui Hill for the throw. Tamanui Hill, Poverty Bay not winning their own line-out ball. That will be a concern if it continues. Stevens. So Aperahama, the big five there a moment ago, that's Logan Mundy. They're trying to pull his shirt up. Jesse Carpenter comes in and hits Mundy from the left-hand side. We now see Bonisch going toe-to-toe with Jesse Carpenter. Penalty, Marnie, against Poverty Bay. James Lash does well with only crumbs at times. James Lash finds good touch, consistently good touch. Ellis will throw. Poverty Bay trail by 5 points in what is a must-win game for them against Buller. Buller now win their own line-out ball. Well there, I think that was Lepper, the number 8. Buller, excellent work there by Best in support of the ball carrier, Lepper. That's Ellis. Ball went back. Excellent play by Ko Parata as well. Buller now being driven off the ball, and Poverty Bay have the ball off a turnover. Poverty Bay now, good ball out wide, Yosefo. Finding Peehi Fairlie. Peehi Fairlie manfully struggling over halfway, battling over halfway. Penalty now, Buller here. As the rain is teeming down here at Rugby Park, Poverty Bay are up against it. Poverty Bay are not having an easy time of it. Nothing much seems to be going their way, except now maybe their luck may have changed. Buller didn't find the line. Poverty Bay have now found the line. Oliver Holst. AR2 over there enjoying the delights of a sweet Gisborne day. Cold and wet here at Rugby Park in Gisborne. One try, Ravudra, excellent catch there by Aperahama. He's played well so far, and his line-out work has been exemplary. Buller straining here in these difficult conditions. Stevens finding Lash. Lash chips, chases, and the ball sits up, and they've scored again, Michael Wells. So Michael Wells joins Aliusa Ravudra as a try scorer for Buller in week 8 of the 2018 championships, the Heartland Championship, here on Main Freight Rugby. And here on the Wet and Forget replay, a brilliant kick masterminded by James Lash. The ball sat up, and Michael Wells chases through. Michael Wells with an excellent follow-up to the fine kick by James Lash. So now Buller lead by 10 points. The score is 10-0. Well, Buller have made an excellent start here. Might have had a tough season. James Lash will now convert. The try scored by Wells for 12 points to 0. That was a brilliant kick by James Lash. Wonderful rugby here at the park. James Lash, high skill factor. Perfectly placed, landed on a coin. Michael Wells, the try scorer. Poverty Bay to restart from halfway. They say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Poverty Bay at the moment. They're doing it hard, but they're still in the game. Kelvin Smith with a long restart this time. Buller there, Andrew Stevens, their captain, is caught and savaged by Jesse Carpenter. Legitimately. Excellent tackle by the Poverty Bay 8-man. Stevens gets it up to Lepper. Number 8's been the tower of strength, the pillar of strength so far for the visitors, who are playing well at the moment. Now coming off a win, they beat Mid-Canterbury 37-19 last week in Westport. Here's Corey Love in 11. Very inventive play there by Corey Love, skillfully through a tackle. Okay, they might have lost it forward there, Buller themselves on the ground. That's Calvin Smith now. Toru Nono gets away from Anthony Ellis, his doppelganger. Poverty Bay with the ball. It's a ruck. It is a ruck. It's reefed out there by Buller. Andrew Petelo goes the open side. Taken down. Callum McDonald to the left. Caught by Ko Parata. The open side flankers clash. Now penalty Poverty Bay. It's a favourable angle. They're almost in front. Say when. Nine minutes to play here in the first half. Kelvin Smith take the shot. Poverty Bay are on the board now. Poverty Bay 3, Buller 12. 2 tries, 1 conversion to Buller. The penalty goal from Kelvin Smith. So Poverty Bay now trail by 9 points. Buller scored the first points of the game. Ravudra scored the first try. Second try, fantastic kick. 8 minutes to play in the first half, only 8 minutes. 8 minutes left, first half. 12-3. James Lash keeping everybody in suspense, making everybody wait. Lash, restart now is a long restart. To Peehi, Fairlie good hands. Poverty Bay's Tom Yosefo shuffles. Ball up in the air now, Andrew Stevens. Stevens has it, looks at Leper. Comes back with a run. Bypasses Petelo. It's now a McDowell in a foot race with Best. Arguable who has more toe, Best or McDowell. Tamanui Hill. Throwing Andrew Stevens hit there by Tamanui Hill. Tamanui Hill let him know all about it. So now Buller, Leper. Leper has the ball. Good tackle on him by Jesse Carpenter. Jesse Carpenter playing a gutsy game. And now Buller the big guy goes through Caleb Aperahama, who's had a fantastic game at the line out. A spirited game all round. Buller, their third try. Here, the wet and forget replay. Buller working hard, their third try. Caleb Aperahama finds himself with a line in sight. An open line, to be honest. The big guy has played a really good first half to date. Third try for Buller. $17-3 now to Buller. 17-3. This will make it 19-3. 19-3 now to Buller. Hey, Peter, can you see how much time's left? No. 6. $19-3 now to Buller. Kelvin Smith to the left side this time. Here's Jesse Fleming with a tackle. Penalty Poverty Bay. The lightning whistle there from referee Marnie. They did not release the ball. Poverty Bay fine touch through Kelvin Smith. Down by 16 points at the moment. It is 19-3. Poverty Bay will have the throw. Tamanui Hill. Good thrower of the ball. Captain throws in. Okay, Poverty Bay have the ball. Andrew Petelo, the tight head prop. Former Marco. Nice hands, that's McDowell. McDowell coming back into Ellis, back into Leper. Poverty Bay need this possession. They need to score once more here in the first half. They've got 5 minutes in which to do it. Nice hands out, Tauatevalu. getting around best there. Intentional knockdown there by Buller, and they could find themselves in trouble, and they could be grabbing themselves a card. Buller here with an intentional knockdown. Would be a stretch to suggest that Poverty Bay would have definitely scored a try. But that is a yellow card for Robbie Bonisch. Win. Tamanui Hill with a throw. Has opportunity knock for Poverty Bay. Tamanui Hill gets the ball back from Mario Council. Goes down the blind side and is flung into touch unceremoniously by the big five, Caleb Aperahama. Throw for Buller. Now there are 3 minutes left. Ellis. Buller line-out's been really good. Great catch by Caleb Aperahama. They've been very good at the line-out. Their play at set piece has been accomplished, Buller. Although they may have turned the ball over here, that's our best, the tight head prop. Foraging for the ball and getting it back, although it seemed for a moment as if they might have turned it over. Here's Poverty Bay's Love getting the ball in field on the bounce to Tauatevalu. Confronted by tacklers, by defenders. Tackle made on him by Wells. Mario Council away to the right-hand side. Kelvin Smith there with a kick through. Trying to turn Buller around. Tom Yosefo is certainly carrying an injury. He's limping around the place. Ellis. Buller winning their own ball at line-out on each occasion. They have a good defensive platform. Well, there's a good base from which to attack. Another great catch. That time it was Sam Godwin. Here's Andrew Stevens doing well. The veteran playing well, doing what he needs to, recognising what needs to be done, and then doing it. Mario Council, right-hand side, the blind side. Beautiful pick up there from Toru Noanor, caught by Ellis. Went low on him in the tackle. Mario Council. Buller up pretty flat. Jesse Carpenter. Fawn White has it. Fawn White turns it over there, unfortunately, and Parata has the ball for Buller. Buller now on the right-hand side. That's Wells there with a high kick, a strange kick from Wells. I don't think that's what he intended. Poverty Base to Peehi Fairlie, getting the pass up there to Tauatevalu. Bulldozes over Andrew Stevens, but Stevens doggedly clings to him. Nice pass, Mario Council. That's a high pass there for Corey Love. Corey Love doing what he can. What honour demands. Poverty Bay, okay, loose ball situation. Lepper gets it away. Lash is now going to bang this downfield. Lash a better bang it downfield. Lash with a kick away there, just toying with Poverty Bay, really, taunting them. There's a kick ahead by Tauatevalu that took everybody by surprise and found space. Ellis has it. Ellis of all people. Into Tauatevalu. Ride him, cowboy. Giddy up, Ellis. It was Tauatevalu getting to Ellis. Andrew Stevens calling men over. He wants some support. Needs runners. Stevens has it. Poverty Bay. The ball hits Marnie. 19-3. That's half-time, 19-3 here at Rugby Park in Gisborne. 19 points to 3. Buller in charge into the first half in week 8, the 2018 Heartland Championship. Ravudra try, excellent try, well taken. Wells, and lastly, Caleb Aperahama, well performed lock forward, totally deserving. So at half-time, 19-3, Buller leads Poverty Bay here at Rugby Park in Gisborne on a cool day. Buller in the blue from left to right, Poverty Bay in the red from right to left. Tauatevalu with a flat kick. Leper underneath it, the big number 8 for Buller. These guys have shown enterprise. Haven't seen so much of a Tailua, the fullback, with the ball in hand. Poverty Bay kept guessing. Brilliant pickup on the run by Tauatevalu. What a start by Tauatevalu. The second half might be his. Gets a pass away. Poverty Bay with a running chance. Poverty Bay with a chance. And Poverty Bay score. Poverty Bay have scored the first try. Peehi Fairlie was the man. And Peehi Fairlie try scorer for Poverty Bay here. That is the perfect start. A dream start. Poverty Bay with a miracle start here to draw first blood. And now it's 19 points to 8. Here on the wet and forget replay. Miraculous hands a moment ago by Andrew Tauatevalu. Picked the ball up, made a strong burst. So rarely and few and far between have been the opportunities for Poverty Bay's backs to express themselves. And Tauatevalu raged over halfway. Superb support inside and out. And Poverty Bay score their first try. Kelvin Smith with a skip in his step now. Looking, as the kids say, fresh and ready to go. Poverty Bay still trail, don't forget, by 11 points, but 19 to 8 just has a different ring to it. Kelvin Smith, right foot kicker, around the corner style kicker. Poverty Bay with his electric a start as I've ever seen. 19 to 8, an 11-point game. Kelvin Smith from the sideline. Kelvin Smith has it in the air, it's swinging back. And Kelvin Smith hasn't got the kick. Poverty Bay, though, back in the game. They're 11 points adrift. Buller 19, Poverty Bay 8. Rugby Park here in Gisborne. Expect the unexpected. Well, Poverty Bay, wonderful hands there by Mario Council. Courageous Poverty Bay halfback, Callum McDonald, hard there into Best. Stood his ground in the tackle. Poverty Bay again. Poverty Bay, that's a Jesse Fleming, the powerfully built outside back. Now Kelvin Smith eyes space. Tailua knocks on here. Tailua, starved of opportunities, bereft of opportunities. It's only, I think, the second or third time he's touched the ball in general play. Anthony Tailua has the worm turned here. It's amazing, Poverty Bay with a start to the second half, the start that they needed to make. Strange start to a strange start. Buller coming from around the corner from the referee's rooms through Poverty Bay's ranks. Poverty Bay now, their set scrum. They're down by 11 points, but they are back in the game. Poverty Bay Mario Council, running chance here to Peehi Fairlie. Block busting, right wing 3/4. Poverty Bay looking good with the ball in hand. That's McDowell. McDowell has been very good with and without the ball. And very good in general play as well as his core roles. Here's now Ethan Reeves parking it up. Poverty Bay with a chance. Tauatevalu. Tauatevalu will get there. Tauatevalu. He couldn't. Tauatevalu there fell. The big man fell in the corner. Penalty Poverty Bay by referee Marnie. Poverty Bay's Tauatevalu somehow held out. That was Buller holding Tauatevalu at bay. Poverty Bay wanting the ball. Got to continue this fast start. A desperate Poverty Bay. Scored the first try of the second half and have scored once more. And that is what they needed. Toru Nono, the loose head prop forward. Here on the wet and forget replay, Toru Nono, man of few words, scores for Poverty Bay, their second try of the match, their second try of the second half. Toru no no. Actions speak louder than words. Well, that's a try. Well, Buller. When you're ready. Buller 19. Poverty Bay 13. Anti-climax here. He's got to take the shot. It's a drop goal. It's coming back, will it? It's coming back. Did it drop short? Okay, it dropped short. I thought it was going to go back through. It hung there for an age. (1913) to Buller here at Rugby Park. James Lash now goes long, maybe a little too long. Corey Love does well here. Corey Love, round about 7 off the near sideline. Poverty Bay, Petelo, tight end prop with some steam up. Poverty Bay right hand side looking to get the ball out to Kelvin Smith with a high kick. Tough for Tailua to judge. Ball up in the sun, took a high bounce on this hard turf. Now Leper has it, throws the dummy, and McDonald can't make the tackle on him. And he breaks another tackle and gets the pass back inside to Lash. Lash, look at him. As soon as there was half a gap, Lash was into his work. Lash here, counter-attack, ruck ball Stevens, finding Lash. Lash out in front of the big fella, Aperahama, who scored a try in the first half. Aperahama brought down. Stevens, Lash, cut out pass, Bonisch, the big lock forward, Robbie Bonisch scores a try. Aperahama scored a try in the first half. Both locks for Buller, virtually unopposed there, Robbie Bonisch. He was in the right place at the right time. Robbie Bonisch takes advantage. Well, a game that's helter-skelter in every sense. Here on the Wet and Forget replay, Poverty Bay, really it comes down to a fantastic break by Jeff Lepper for Buller. Broke 3 tackles, found support from Lash. Buller able to keep momentum going. And in the end, Bonisch on the right-hand side, the tight forward, kept up with the play, and both guys in the second row for Buller. They have played well today. At the moment, 24 points to 13. That 11-point differential restored. 24-13. A game which, well, you'd say restarted explosively. James Lash will take the shot. He's a craftsman. He's a marksman. He's a sharpshooter, James Lash. He's a very good kicker, James Lash. So converted the try scored by Bonisch, and Buller up by 13 points. 36-13. Buller over Poverty Bay, but the Bay has shown that they can score tries and that they are dangerous. Toru no scored the Bay's last try. Prior to that had been to Peehi Fairlie. Leper, okay, this is the big guy Aperahama. Massive figure, Aperahama. And he's now held up here by Poverty Bay. Is he on the ground? It's now a ruck. Poverty Bay under advantage here, and that is going to go the way of Poverty Bay. Their scrum feed. Referee Marnie is decisive, understated, but decisive. Enjoying the refereeing performance of referee Marnie. Well, yes. At the moment, 26 points to 13. Any questions that anyone has, they can ask at the after-match function. 26-13. 9 minutes gone here in the second half. What a try by Toru no. And a player very deserving of a try. A hard worker. What I would refer to as a foundation player. 26-13. Poverty Bay's Mario Council started the game, still on at the start of the second half. Mario Council, a chatty halfback, did play for YMP. Now plays for a Waikohu. And I can hear all the yahoos who are drifting back from the show. 26-13. There's a lot that's happened in the last 10 minutes. The world turned upside down. Poverty Bay with a couple of tries. Mario Council flanked by Lash. Lash to his immediate left. Or rather Stevens. Stevens on his left side. Mario Council has Corey Love on the left on the blind side. It's still in the scrum. Now out to Kelvin Smith. Okay, Ethan Reeves now bumper boats trying to get away from Ravudra, who scored the first try of the game. Poverty Bay with ball and numbers. GC Carpenter, good play. Poverty Bay running hard. The captain on the angle. Tamanui Hill. Really throwing everything into it this season. Toru Nornor try scorer. Hard there into Aperahama. Bearded man. Looks like a grizzly bear himself. Poverty Bay away now to the left. That's McDowell. McDowell has picked his work rate up. He's really picked it up. Poverty Bay right-hand side now. Kelvin Smith. Nice pass, Ethan Reeves. Getting it out the back door. Poverty Bay are now in trouble. Poverty Bay in this 2-on-1. Recovering there as Tauatevalu got to his feet. The long-legged Tauatevalu. Tamanui Hill. Poverty Bay, the moment they turn the ball over, Buller have looked to make them pay here in the second half. Man, Buller do make you pay if you make a mistake. Bonisch with the only Buller try here in the second half. Sabine. Andrew Stevens. This Buller team, replete with great servants of the game, loyal guys. Ravudra strongly into the tackle of Mario Council and Kelvin Smith. Goes to ground. Buller with good ball here. Right-hand side. Big guy Aperahama again. Aperahama thunders into the 22. Aperahama has played a huge game today. It's on hand now in 16 for Buller. Making an impression is Ropata Matangi. Buller's Bonisch scored their only second half try. Here's Ellis. Ellis with that considerable shoulder to the wheel. Stevens out to Lash. Lash pops it. Wells looking for his second try. No try this time for Wells. Buller though are close. Chewing some turf here. Buller, Matangi to ground, second touch. Okay, Matangi wasn't held. Is that a penalty there to Poverty Bay or a penalty to Buller? Okay, penalty Buller. Referee Mane. Poverty Bay bench, Keno Kamo, 29 games, white headband, 30 games as a Blazer. That's what he's wanting. $26.13, okay. When you're ready. $26.13 to Buller at the moment. This for 29-13 would give them the 16-point lead. And they have that now, a 16-point lead, 29-13 to Buller. 29-13 to Buller at the moment. Aperahama might have gone forward. Tori has it. He's a try scorer today. Representative try. Strong carry by Fleming. Good play. Poverty Bay will need their backs to run hard and straight too. Ball lost forward a moment ago by Fawn White. Poverty Bay continue in the pouring rain. Referee Marnie has not blown for the knock on by Poverty Bay. Poverty Bay continue. Mario Council finding McDowell. McDowell has impressed me as a big guy. He gets around. He's industrious. Penalty Buller. Poverty Bay did not release McDowell. Does not agree with the decision. Neither does Poverty Bay captain Tamanui Hill. Okay, the ball hasn't yet found touch. It has now. Okay. Oh, say we. Poverty Bay's throw, Tamanui Hill looking for McDowell over the head of McDowell. Poverty Bay's Petelo loses the ball forward. Getting the ball back a moment ago was Godwin. Buller now looks set to score here, and Buller, okay, Tyler gets the pass away, and in the corner Joel Hands, and plants the ball, so that's a fair try. Joel Hands does well. On a cold day, in the wet, not having received many opportunities, he makes the most of his chance to score. Good try by Joel Hands. Here on the wet and forget replay, Buller going through the hands. Very well, I might add. Getting guys involved. And on the end, Joel Hands. Very little room to work with. Very little space and scores. Half-time in other games, we have a report. West Coast 31-21 over East Coast. North Otago led Wairarapa Bush 7-0. 5-5 between South Canterbury and Thames Valley. 17-3, Wanganui led Horowhenua Kapiti. Rather, those are scores at the 20-minute marks. Some incomplete. So this for 36 points to 13. It's 34-13 now. Hey, Ben, can you see, is that 34-13? (34-13) here. It's now a 21-point gap at Rugby Park. Kelvin Smith with a restart. Leper underneath it. Good catch there for Buller. Leper has been very good. So's Parata. Parata, the open side flanker. Little ball of energy for Buller. Caleb Aperahama has been magnificent. Received support from Jack Best, the tight head prop forward. Buller have gone from strength to strength. Poverty Bay playing under advantage. They've got the penalty here from referee Marnie. Looks like a tiny tot next to the likes of Ellis. Godwin, Best. Good line kick there from Kelvin Smith. They're 21 points in arrears. Buller have a 21-point lead. What is now sparkling sunshine. 34-13. 34-13. Tainui, or rather Tamanui Hill. This is Jacob Cook, caught by Ellis. Willie Grogan with a tough pass there. Poverty Bay lose the ball forward. Ruled as such by referee Marnie. This so far for Poverty Bay has just been one of those games. This has been one of those grin and bear it games so far for Poverty Bay. They began the second half in blitzkrieg fashion. Tried it to Peehi Fairlie, tried to Tori Nono, then 2 tries to Buller, Bonisch, and Hands. Andrew Stevens delves deep for the ball, gets it back. That's Tailua, Anthony Tailua. Tamanui Hill. Me these days that life is a journey, not a destination. In that case, I'm sure for both teams, they know what they have to work on, certainly during the next Heartland season. Tamanui Hill with a throw. Okay, it's a free kick, Poverty Bay. Willie Grogan taps. Energetic player, Willie. Very positive player. Burst there from Kelvin Smith. Poverty Bay with the ball on attack. Poverty Bay's Petelo going sideways. Very hard man to stop, running straight forward. Poverty Bay have the ball. They have released it. Referee Marnie in good position. But Poverty Bay has turned the ball over. Now Buller have the ball. Tough pickup there. That's a tough pickup for Matangi. Understandably there, Ropata Matangi knocked on. Didn't have much opportunity to do anything else. The handling from both teams has been affected by the slippery ball. Now, yes, I know that you have to be better than that, but it certainly hasn't been easy. And this weather, it's been neither one thing nor the other. Willie Grogan is on now for Mario Council. Willie Grogan is a strong runner, hard tackling halfback. Okay, Andrew Stevens has done brilliantly there, and Andrew Stevens got in and wrested possession away for Buller. Now Poverty Bay have it. They could get out to score. Jacob Cook, is that a try? That's as close as you can get. That's as close gets. Poverty Bay with an opportunity here, and Poverty Bay make it count. It's the strong man. It's the bulk and anchor of the front row. It's Andrew Petelo, the former Marco. So Poverty Bay's third try, Andrew Petelo. Here on the Wet and Forget replay, Poverty Bay's third second half try, Andrew Petelo with a magnificent effort. Jacob Cook had come very close mere moments before, and then Andrew Petelo, barrel-chested tight head prop forward. Fantastic try. Now Buller's lead. The score is 34 points to 18. 34 points to 20 on the kick by Tauatevalu. Poverty Bay is now down by 14 points. Andrew Petelo. Exactly what Poverty Bay needed him to do. Sometimes you feel as if there's no hope and you're clutching at straws. Andrew Petelo there with a powerhouse try. 34-20, a 14-point game. As the sun bursts through again, well, I don't know what the story is with this weather. Okay, it's a long restart here by Lash. Tauatevalu with great hands there. Tauatevalu is playing well here in the second half. He's playing well. Kenho Kamo in his 30th outing for the game today. His blazer game. Kenho Kamo's done well. Poverty Bay's Jesse Carpenter now. Poverty Bay with momentum. Poverty Bay look good on the front foot, but so rarely have they been consistently able to get onto the front foot. Going sideways here now, referee Marnie with a hand on the whistle. Poverty Bay's Petelo right in front of the John Hakel stand. Poverty Bay 14 points behind. Penalty the Bay. Poverty Bay tap and run. McDonald had run at 5 guys, 6 guys, 7 guys. Poverty Bay want the ball with this momentum, with things going their way. Petelo, that was Jesse Carpenter, sorry. Poverty Bay, Tamanui Hill, over to Corey Love. Corey Love to ground, Poverty Bay ball. It's on their side again. Willie Grogan has it. Willie Grogan hitting big guys, hitting Jesse Fleming in 23. Poverty Bay are looking good at the moment. Can they keep it going? Can they keep it going? Poverty Bay, Tamanui Hill. Tamanui Hill, the captain there. Powerfully towards the 22. Round about 5 out from the 22 now. Poverty Bay ball in hand, Jacob Cook. He was only inches away from scoring before, perhaps millimetres. Toru Nono, who scored their first try of the second half. They've got big numbers here on the left. Poverty Bay down the middle. Don't tell me they've turned it over. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Poverty Bay looking for the ball here. They have it. Numbers on the right. Strong running Fleming. Poverty Bay still coming. Ethan Reeves has it. Ethan Reeves makes the ball available. Poverty Bay still going. They're a going concern. Poverty Bay at the moment down by 14. Poverty Bay with the ball. Andrew Petelo, scorer of the last try. Petelo, he's going to get there. He got there. The big tight end prop got there. That's a fair try. I thought he'd scored. I did not think he was short. I thought he'd scored. Why no try? Just tell me why. Petelo there. Well, why not? Maybe Royce Maynard can help. Assistant referee number 1, Royce Maynard. Maybe he can help. He's talking there to referee Marnie. Royce Maynard came in. What's her decision? Is it a try? Now she consults Oliver Holst, the fresh-faced 19-year-old. Well, what did he see? What did you see? She spoke to Royce. Now she's speaking to Ollie Holst. As we're waiting here, time is ticking away. They should have stopped the clock, to be honest. At the moment, 34-20. I think it's a try. It is a try. Andrew Petelo has scored a double here. In the end, she could reach no other decision. 34-25. Poverty Bay now trail by 9 points. Well, you know, you've got to take your hat off there to Poverty Bay's, well, to their management, really. Keeping these guys on track. Royce Maynard and Oliver Holst have done a fine job on the sidelines here. Remember, there are 3 teams out there. Poverty Bay, Buller, and the officials. 34-27. Poverty Bay down now, but by only 7 points. Poverty Bay are fighting back here. 34-27, what a game. A 7-point game. A thriller here between Poverty Bay and Buller. Game 28. Long restart again. Andrew Tauatevalu. Personally, I wonder about that long restart. I wonder if that's a mistake from a Buller point of view. Go long to a Tauatevalu, bring him into the game. Kelvin Smith with a chip kick, trying to get Lash to come forward. Poverty Bay throwing boots at it. That was Ken Okamo. You know what, a boot to the head from Ken Okamo. Got big feet. Okay, Buller ball, Stevens. They got numbers out wide. Ellis hit there by Tamanui Hill, who bounced off him. That's circumference. Buller with big numbers out here to the left now, Lash. Lash caught by Poverty Bay, not quite isolated. Awaiting Stevens. Stevens clears. Seeing good play here today from the outsides from Buller. Okay, here's Best. Best rampaging up into Campbell Crisp, Poverty Bay's reserve prop. Nice pass, that's a Lash. Finding Lepper. Trying to find a way through Ethan Reeves. Makes the tackle on him. Stevens. Now Lash, you got to tackle Lash. Lash can do this to you. He can split you. He can tear you apart, Lash. James Lash, there with a good pass. Got the pass away to Buller score. Well, is that a try? Was there control? Eliezer Ravudra scored the first try. Royce Maynard, AR1, once again called into service. Royce Maynard, what's his What's his advice here? Try. Okay, try there. Ilyesa Ravudra, who scored the first try of the game and has scored here in the second half. For now, 39 points to 20. (39-27). 39-27, a 12-point game again. Not a matter of victory being elusive. They just can't get close enough to Buller for long enough. 39-27, a 12-point game. James Lash again, though, showed what wonders he can work. Just tremendous in general play. Finding Ravudra. 39-27. It's a 12-point game. This for a 14-point lead. Lash from the sideline with a fantastic kick. A fabulous kick. 41-27, James Lash. The brains of the outfit. James, great pass. Great kick. 41-27. It's a seesaw game. Poverty Bay with 3 second-half tries. Short restart. Underneath it, Lepper. Jesse Carpenter trying to get to him to make the tackle. Now Campbell Crisp. Poverty Bay missing a couple of tackles. Failing to ground Lepper. Okay, Anthony Ellis. Anthony Ellis. Taken by, I think, Petelo, Andrew Petelo. Big Drew. Wells getting the pass away to Bonisch. Bonisch, try scorer. Here in the second half. Try scorer for Buller. 41-27. Okay, Lepper throws the dummy to Ellis. Gets to within 10 metres of the halfway mark. 10 metres short of halfway. 41-27. Poverty Bay off a turnover. Grogan with the hook pass. Lost 4 there by Jacob Cook, unfortunately. Sometimes I suppose the word is composure. But that's, you know, it's all fine and dandy to say that, but you're 14 points behind. Understandably, at times, players push the odd pass. 41-27. Times like this, you want to remember nobody's perfect. 41-27. Andrew Stevens has impressed as always with his leadership. The Buller halfback, the 117th cap today, has just been calm and composed, organised and passed well. Nothing flashy, not a showboat, never has been, but is a good organiser. And sometimes that's what you want. 41-27. Willie Grogan very much at the start of his career as a representative halfback. Come off the bench. 41-27 to Buller. They're up at the moment by 14. That's Lash there with a very good kick over the head of Corey Love. And that's a fabulous line kick. The box kick there by James Lash. Seen goal kicking, running, passing. And there the box kick by Lash. He's the real deal. He, as they say, knows what to do. And I think this has been a very good exhibition, to be honest. This has been a hell of a game. The weather's been rough, but the game itself, high-quality game. Tamanui Hill will make the throw. Will Poverty Bay's line-out fortunes in the second half be any better? Okay. Ball fell there to Godwin. Went forward off Godwin. Poverty Bay scrum. Poverty Bay at the scrum have been very good. To be honest, it's really, you have to... A 14-point game, there are 5 minutes left in the Heartland Championship season for these teams. Buller are a better team than their record suggests, and so is Poverty Bay. A couple of close ones went against them. The effort's been there. Poverty Bay scrum ball, that's Willie Grogan. Away to Kelvin Smith. Here's Ethan Reeves, and this This is a dangerous situation here for Buller. Poverty Bay, no knock on there. The ball went backwards. That's Jesse Fleming in 23. So Poverty Bay's Fleming, who started the game in 23. Here now is Tauatevalu hit very hard. Buller's defence holds. Massive numbers to the left-hand side. Poverty Bay at the moment trailing by 14 points. 4 minutes left. Poverty Bay working hard here. That was McDowell, I think, a moment ago. Here now is Ethan Reeves with a cutout pass. Tamanui Hill will run towards Allison Aperahama. Tamanui Hill getting almost to the 10-metre mark. Almost to the 10-metre mark. Poverty Bay having to throw that long pass. That's speculated. That's what you do when you're behind. That's what you've got to do. Poverty Bay trying hard. Tauatevalu going to continue here. Referee Mani. The first lady referee in a first-class match at Rugby Park. A ground with a great history. Played major football here years ago. Used to release live wekas here a long time ago. Speaking of which, I don't think I've laid eyes on Willie Wecker or Wilhelmina this season. Sometimes it can be hard to get people to dress up in that stuff. (41-27). 41-27. I believe that's Corey Jenkins out there in 20. Phil Beveridge out there. Phil Beveridge. 175th cap for Phil Beveridge. He's out there. I love it. On this side, scrummaging for Buller. One of the real old salts. Right up there with Luke Brownlee. Retired last week after 200 games. Neither he nor Beveridge could have given any more to this union. Monday on the other side. Loosehead side. 115th cap today. Buller. Running well here. This is Wells. Okay, with a tough pass for Hands, who held on to the ball. Buller at the moment ahead. 41-27. Lash running to space. There was space, and then there was Ken Hokamo. In the beginning, there was space. Okay, that's a Godwin. Away to Wells. Wells trying to bounce off Jesse Fleming. Jesse Fleming. Okay, Poverty Bay ball. Poverty Bay. Penalised here by referee Mani. Godwin has it, Sam Godwin. The rangy blindside flanker. James Lash. Having a word here with Corey Jenkins, who's replaced Andrew Stevens. What will James Lash do? Clears the touch. 41-27. Zach Walsh is on the field of play now, as is Sam Maris. Everybody's getting a run. In the middle of the line out is Phil Beveridge next to a Caleb Aperahama. 175th game for Phil Beveridge. Former captain to lift Aperahama. Okay, free kick Poverty Bay. That line out never really got going from Buller. Okay, that's Jesse Fleming. Taps, Poverty Bay run now. Ethan Reeves runs. Tries to get around James Lash, but Lash takes some getting away from. Poverty Bay doing it all, well, really trying hard here. 41-27. Referee Mani ruling the forward pass. Last meeting, Buller beat Poverty Bay here 30-18 in 2016. Poverty Bay's last win was 32-22 at Westport, the Rugby World Cup year of 2011. It's been very hard for Poverty Bay today, though they are trying. Here's Wells again, Wells for a double. Wells brought down by Kelvin Smith. As they continue now, Buller. Okay, that's James Lash, picked up by Aperahama, the Titan. Round about 6 metres out from the goal line. Corey Jenkins with a good pass. Up there to Lepper. Jenkins again, wearing big shoes, big boots to fill. That was Parata. Of course, Jenkins on for Andrew Stevens, the captain of the team. Buller lead at the moment, 41-27 by 14 points. Play continues. Poverty Bay have the ball. One last chance at glory. One last crack. One last roll of the dice. Poverty Bay trying very hard here, but at the moment without support. And Buller, who have won 4 in a row against Poverty Bay, the first Buller team ever to win 5 in a row against Poverty Bay. They have done it. And now, after game 28, it's Poverty Bay 17, Buller 11. There's never been a draw. Buller have come here and finished their 2018 Mitre 10 Heartland Championship campaign with a win. 41-27. 14 points the margin. Buller beating Poverty Bay here to close the Heartland season.